So what's up, everyone? It is your girl, Gel Beauty 87 here, aka Grace. And girl, I hope you bought a snack, a drink, you know, a whole little trait food, because we going through my Black Friday, Cyber Monday, just because it's Tuesday haul. Your Christmas giveaway is toward the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. But I got a whole bunch of stuff that y'all have already seen videos on to show you in this video. So we got this whole little bag from, as you can see, it says Ace Beauty, or you can't see because it's very reflective. I got this Lazy Pay, as you see, it is filled, and then I got a whole nother box from ColourPop that is full, which is all types of stuff from all different brands. So without further ado, girl, let's get into it, because it's gonna be a long one, and I'm still waiting on stuff to show up, but they coming from foreign countries. So like my Mented Cosmetics holiday palettes haven't shown up yet, and my one palette I ordered from Huda haven't showed up yet, but I was like, can't wait no more. But can't wait no more. Like, I want this giveaway to go up before Christmas gets here while we waiting on these palettes to show up. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I'm gonna start off with the Makeup by Mario stuff. I had to Makeup by Mario brushes. Okay, so I have been wanting these brushes for a really long time, but they always out of stock. But they finally came back into stock, so I got the F1 and the F2. Actually, I ended up buying some of this stuff from him on Instagram, because a lot of stuff is sold out on his website, and when you buy it off Instagram, they give you an extra percentage off in addition to whatever sale percentage they have on their website. So I ended up getting 40% off my order from him. It was 30 or 40% off on my order from him versus me ordering from his website. So it ended up being a much better deal. And since I have two Instagram accounts, I have my original Instagram account that I started before I had a beauty channel, and then I have my beauty channel Instagram account. I used my original Instagram account to get the deal. So this is the F3 brush, and this is the F2 brush. As you can see, all his brushes are double-sided. I think you're supposed to use this one when it comes to that what is the sculpting collection he came out with recently, and then this one I plan on using for powder underneath the eye and maybe highlighter or blush and highlighter or something like that. But I was excited to get my hands on these because they're always sold out at Sephora. I mean, they always sold out. I threw the brush away, as you can see, because I was too excited to dig into them and get going. So let's grab the rest of my Makeup by Mario stuff out. Now, we know I didn't get the palette from his website. I mean, it was sold out anyway when I got it on Instagram and got there. But some of this Makeup by Mario stuff I did buy from Sephora because it was cheaper. But since I'm showing all the Makeup by Mario now, I forgot to show it now. So I got these 3 glosses on sale at Sephora with an extra discount because, you know, of the sale. So I have Golden Nude, Rose Nude, and Mauve Nude. I wanted to try his glosses because I'm not really big on those serum lip things. But y'all know I live for a lip gloss. So I was like, I'm going to get all the lip glosses and have them all. And I think they're like 10 bucks a piece. So I was like, sounds good to me. So this is Golden Nude. As you can see, it's just a nice clear golden shimmery gloss. I was wondering if these were going to be similar to the Patrick Ta one. So I wanted to like get them and see. Because I wanted to see if it's an underrated versus overrated. Because I feel like I don't hear anybody really talking about these glosses. Like, they'll talk about his lipsticks. They'll talk about those lip plumper things for sure. But I feel like nobody really talks about these. So I was like, I need to try them out and investigate. I hate when it does that. Like, you try to pull it out and then it tears the whole piece out instead of just opening it up like you wanted to. But here is the mauve one. Of course, this is so far my favorite one. I haven't seen the rose gold one yet, or the rose nude, so we'll see how that is. But that's what mauve nude looks like. And then the last one I have is, of course, rose nude. I'm hoping it's more like of a pinky one instead of like the mauve one, but we'll see. Oh, all the tops just won't break off. Okay, irritating me. Yeah, I was right. It's more of a rose goldish type with gold glitters. I see all of them have gold reflective glitters in them, so I'm interested to see what the formula is going to be like on these, because I've heard everybody talk about the formulas on the other things, but like I said, I haven't really heard anybody talk about those. In fact, they were on the sales rack. I was kind of concerned, but at the same time, since I like just about everything I've tried from the brand, I figured I'd try that too. So since I tried his soft sculpt bronzer stick, I figured I'd try one of these soft pop blush sticks. I got the shade Raspberry. It was an interesting shade to me. I've tried to grab ones I don't have that many shades of in my collection, just because I'm like, since cream blush and blushes are all the rage, I kind of want to, you know, get something unique. So I feel like this is definitely unique to my collection, this bright red cream blush. I'm wondering how this is going to go. I heard people saying they really like the formula on these and the bronzer. I know I like the formula on the bronzer, so I figured I'd take a chance with this because it was on sale and I got the extra discount. I was like, why not? Take the chance. Worst comes to worst, I don't like it, I can cut that part off and then like sell it on Bakerie or something, because obviously I'm not going to return it back to his website, because that's one of the things I did get from his website. I got the brushes from his website, I got that blush from his website, and then I got a full size of lipstick and Erin from his website. If you all remember, this is one of the ones that came in the holiday kit at Sephora. That was 20 bucks a pop. I ended up liking that shade. And the funny thing is, when they first came out, I was gonna get this shade too, but I was like, I'll just stick to the 2 shades I have, that's enough. But I really like this shade once I got it, so I was like, let me go ahead and get it in the size I need. Mine came a little damaged. There's like a little line on there. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it or not. There's a line indented in it. Yeah, there it is. The little line that's dented into it. I guess it's the way they packed it when they sent it off. And the component, I don't know, but it has his name on the other side. And it's just a nice little, I guess, rosy mauve-ish type shade. Y'all know those are the type of shades I like. I have a pinky nude from him, and I have a peachy nude, and I have like this more mauve-ish nude that y'all know I'm all about. So I'm happy to have that in my collection. So I can leave the little one here now because I have a full-size one at home. And I reach for my Makeup by Mario, my Artist Couture, my Juvia's Place, and it's one of the lipstick I reach for pretty regularly. I think it's the Rare Beauty ones I started reaching for pretty regularly recently, so I wanted to make sure that I had full sizes of the ones I really like and had some over here for when I want to use them. So that's all my Makeup by Mario. Next, I got a few things from OPV Beauty, just because, you know, I have been wanting to try out the brand for a while, but I've been kind of holding off just because I was like, I hadn't heard a lot of good things about it. I had heard a lot of mediocre things about it, but I watched my girl Stephanie or Babs Beauty again here on YouTube video about the brand, so I was like, okay. When it went 30% off during the sale at Ulta, I went ahead and grabbed a few things. Now, one of these lipsticks I had grabbed before when they had the 30% off sale, and I just, you know, waited to show it now, but I got all this stuff right here. Oh Lord, y'all, I'm dropping it everywhere. So let's get into it. So I got a couple of pots of the eyeshadows that you'll see coming soon. I got one of the liquid eyeshadows. I got 3 lipsticks because I heard really good things about those. I actually didn't get the cheap products that Stephanie raved about just because I was like, I have enough cream blushes, and I majority of the time just reach for a powder when I go on my day. I don't like the extra hassle of a cream, and since I wear makeup just about every day, I wanted something that was easy to work better for me. If they had, I mean, like, plus I felt like I was getting a little outrageous, and since I hadn't tried anything from the brand, I didn't want to be like going crazy and buying too many things and then have to return them later and all that stuff, and didn't know how long it was going to take to make this video, and the time frame I'd be able to return it. Just a whole bunch of stuff was why I didn't get it. But this is the highlighter. So these are the Interstellar highlighter toppers. I got Miss Uranus. It looks more like a peachy, a rose goldish type shade, and those are the type of shades I like for highlighters, so I want to make sure I got it. So this is the component. It feels kind of cheap, honestly. I thought it was going to feel nicer, but it seems to have more pinkish rose goldish type shade to it. So I heard the highlighters are actually pretty good, so I wanted to get one in the shade I don't have that often, that I don't have that many shades in my collection. I feel like I don't have too many like this. I think I have like 2 or 3 maybe rose goldish pink ones, but since rose gold is one of my favorite highlighters to have, and I feel like it's hard to find them. When I find one, I make sure I grab it. So there's that. Then I got, what is this, the Midnight Shadows liquid eyeshadow in the shade Fembot. It was more of an iridescent type shade, and I was like here for it, so I was like, yes, give it to me. It looks really cool on the website, so this is what she looks like. This feels a little more weighted and a nicer component than the highlighter. That felt cheap to me. Let's swatch the shade and see what it looks like, because I'm interested to see what it looks like on my skin tone. Ooh, it's definitely like a liquid iridescent type shade, so it's definitely more of a topper. I feel like you put this on top of a powdered shadow that you already used, just to give like some extra oomph to it, or maybe you use it as a base for a powder eyeshadow and put that on top. I want to see how long it's going to take for this to dry down, so I'm leaving it on my hands to wipe it off like I normally would. But it was the only shade that was interesting to me. It was one other shade that I was somewhat interested in, but I was like, I like this one just a little bit more, seeing it on the model's eye, so stuck to that one. Now I got these two because I think like one of these 2 shades, or maybe both of these shades, were the ones that again Bad Beauty said were good shades to have that she personally likes. So these are the Midnight Shadows metallic gel eyeshadows. I got the shade Quality Time and Touch. So I got Touch because it was a cool mint color shade, and then I got Quality Time because it was like this gorgeous bright red with like an orangey shifting looking color to it. I thought it just looked so cool. I'm gonna swatch the iridescent one, since we already swatched one iridescent one, just to just to see how they look on the eye. Okay, it still feels kind of tacky and sticky, but I've only had it on for like a minute or 2, so I'm curious to see how long it's going to take to dry down. Same thing with this one, but see, this is gorgeous like mint type shade. Why is it shifting like that? It has like this weird hole where I guess the product shifted over when it got sent to me, but that's what the color looks, sorry, this is what the color looks like. It looks stunning. I want to see how it's going to work. me swatch that. Oh yes, I like this one so much better. Like, look at the iridescence of this. Yes, I already like the texture of it too. Let's see how it dries down. It feels really similar to the Jelly Much shadows from ColourPop, so I might have to do a battle of those because I have an iridescent type one from the Star Wars collection that's really similar to this shade right here. As a matter of fact, let me pull that out now. See, I told y'all every time I start doing these videos with y'all, I always get an idea for something else. I'm gonna leave the drawer open to remind me to pull that out for this video so I can do my comparison in that video. But last, let's get to the lipsticks, because that was what I was most excited about, because Stephanie talked about how nice the formula was on them. So I have Roller Skates, Bubbly, and Tiramisu. So Tiramisu was the first one I bought because when I went to Ulta's website, I think this was the only one in stock or the only one that was on sale. I love how the component of this looks now. I do feel like the component on this looks cool, and it doesn't feel as cheap as the highlighter one. The highlighter one was the one I was most disappointed in, so this is what it looks like. It's just a nice classic chocolate brown type shade that I like to wear occasionally. This is more like a fall shade for me, and since I bought it during like fall and winter time, obviously I wanted to have shades I would use now, and I still want an everyday shade. So if I did like the formula, you know, I would have some everyday colors to wear and then that color for occasion. Next I got Bubbly, but the only one that was on sale when I bought that was Tiramisu, so that's how I ended up with just that one for the moment. That's interesting because that one wasn't in plastic, but these other two are, so that's weird. Why was one not in plastic and the other two were? Because I didn't open that when I first got it or take it out of the plastic, so why was one in plastic and one wasn't? Anyway, next is, this is Bubbly. This is more of the pinky peach lipstick, and I think it's what, more pinky nude or beige pinky lipstick. Let's get into the other one. So let me put this back up. But I feel like the other one is going to be more of a peachy nude, whereas this is more of a pinky beige nude. I know, like, so interesting. But I want y'all to see all the different colors I got and the reasons why. So here it is. Roller Skates. Roller Skates and Bubbly were the ones I was most excited about. Of course, those are more of like the color stories I normally wear. So that's why I was more excited about them. But I'm not excited about Tiramisu. It's just, I know it's the one I'm going to wear the least out of all of them. I have to be wearing like a dark grungy eye in order for that to work. And the majority of the time, if y'all haven't noticed lately, I've still been wearing color because a lot of colorful palettes have come out. Yeah, this is definitely what I feel like I'm going to wear a lot. It reminds me of Call Me Peaches from Hendash. I don't know if the formula is going to be the same, but it looks really similar to that color. When I first look at it, that's the first thought I get in mind. Because it's a little too deep to be similar to the tone of Raza from Makeup by Mario's line, even though I really like that color as well. There are certain peachy nudes I like for certain times, but I mainly like peachy and pinky and beige nudes, and then occasionally I do a deeper nude depending on how deep the eye has gone with the eyelid. So that's all the random beauty stuff I got. Now I just got some random miscellaneous stuff that I had bought during the sale, and then we'll get into like a few things I got from a few other brands and some palettes. So I'm just doing honestly the one-off things right now that I bought that I wanted to try that I just didn't get a chance to try throughout the year, but were still somewhat new or new enough to where I felt like, you know, I could put them in video. So I had to get another Fenty gloss. I actually got two Fenty glosses because they were like $10 on sale, and I love the cream glosses, so I just got the rest of the ones she already came out with. So this is Fruit Snack. You actually saw me wear this in a video recently after I had first got it, just because I thought the color was so stunning. And the shade Cookie Jar is the one I left at home, so I had to bring it over here just for the video. But to me, it just seems like a deeper, cooler version of Honey Waffles. I feel like this is more deeper, brownish version of Honey Waffles, but I feel like Honey Waffles is more orangish, and this is more deep brown orange. Like, so it's like a terracotta orange, and Honey Waffles just seems to be a brighter, like mustardy yellow, not mustardy, but you know, like a brighter orange version of Cookie Jar. That's why I didn't buy Cookie Jar initially, because I was like, they look too similar. But once I saw them like side by side, I was like, it's not as similar as I thought it was. Okay, so I ended up getting it. The other gloss that I got was this NYX Sweet Treats Trio. I love the Milky Gloss. I actually have on a Milky Gloss now. It's called I forgot the name of what I have on. I think it's Cookies and Milk, or Milk and Cookies is the one I have on. So I got these three in here, and the shades in here are Strawberry Horchata, Milk and Honey, and Milk the Cocoa. So I'm actually might get rid of the Milk the Cocoa and just throw it in the giveaway or give it to somebody, because I already have Milk the Cocoa here. I don't need two Milk the Cocoas. But the other two glosses I really wanted to try, so I just went ahead and got it, because, you know, like, worst come to worst, I just have extra gloss, so I'll give it to my cousins or something, or I might just throw it in the giveaway box for giveaway that's in this video. We'll see. But I really like their glosses, so since they had a gloss set that I was happy about, girl, I was like, we're gonna get it. I got a couple of killer eyeliners because I remember Andrea Montanalo raving about how wonderful these were in her video. So I ended up getting a more beigey one to put on the waterline to brighten up the eye when I do brighter looks. And then I got this green one just because I feel like I don't have a lot of green eyeliners of this color. I do have green eyeliners, but they're usually like brighter or they're like duochrome. I don't think I have like a khaki-ish one that I feel like works good for my skin tone. And I planned on leaving these here to try in videos in the future. So that's another reason I wanted to get it, because I feel like I might have a shade like this at home. If you can see right there, I feel like I have a shade at home that looks this tone, but it's like I don't have one here, and I want to have a few more eyeliners here instead of just always having to use a black one or a brown one, because I can't put anything on the lid because I had to, you know, make a video. I just dropped it because, oh crap, did I break it? No, I tried to put the top back on as I was putting it back in the box, and it did not work out. So a little bit of the tip is damaged, but at least, you know, like, I didn't break it off, because then I've been pissed because, like, I haven't even put this on my eyeballs yet, and you falling off. Like, no, that's real disrespectful. Don't do that. I don't know why it's not going back in the box, because, like, you came out of this box. Why are we having this issue? And then I want to fully close all the way down now. So I don't know what's going on with that, but it's making me mad. And I don't know why I'm putting it back in the box anyway, because I just said I'm going to use it here. So what is the purpose, child? That's what happens when you try to film videos at 1 o'clock in the morning. Don't do that. I'm going to just sit it to the side because my tub of eyeliners is full. I love eyeliners, but yet I'm out here buying more eyeliners like a crazy person. So I'm thinking I might actually take this one home, because I have the Makeup Forever one here that Jackiana had encouraged me to get. The only thing is I feel like this picks up when I broke it on my hand, but I feel like when I put it in my waterline, it doesn't do the same thing. Like, it's not as creamy on my waterline, and it makes my eyes water when I try to use it. So I might leave this one here as well, but since I don't have any colors like this at home, I feel like I should just go ahead and take it home. So I'm most likely going to do that. Next, I just got a refill of my eyeshadow primer. If you all remember, I was talking about how this eyeshadow primer is just as good as the Marc Jacobs one. And my Marc Jacobs one has finally dried out and warmed out over here. Okay, so they're finally dry. I still feel like the iridescent one from Rim Beauty isn't drying down as much as I was hoping it would. So I'm kind of disappointed by that one. But, you know, otherwise, you know, it's okay, I guess. But I feel like that's just one that you're going to have to put on first and then maybe put a shadow on top of it, because it's not drying down the way I would like it to, and I'm not feeling it. But yeah, so I got this to leave here, so let me put that over here with this stuff that I'm leaving. Next, I got the Tarte Lip Tubing Mascara. Again, Andrea Montanalo was raving about this mascara. I meant to buy it during 21 Days of Beauty, and I think I missed it because it was the only thing I was going to get, and I didn't want to, like, you know, make an order for just one mascara, and I knew it was going to go on sale again during the holidays, and it did, so I ended up getting it here. I'm going to be trying this out next week. I'm not going to open it up right this second, though, just because I don't want to, you know, open it up and have it drying out earlier than I wanted to. But this is what the brush looks like, because I want you to see what the brush looks like. It's just I don't want to open it up. I've never tried a tubing mascara before, so I'm kind of nervous, but as you can see, that's the brush. Then I ended up getting the Hyped Man Eater palette, because Karen was talking about how nice it was, so I was like, I'm going to go ahead and try it out. Plus, I feel like it might be a good alternative for the Jaclyn Hill palette that she did with her mom, because I actually was not a fan of the formula of that and didn't really like that palette. So I'm feeling like, can you focus please? Thank you. So I'm feeling like I might like this one better, because she said the quality has picked up tremendously, and it wasn't like Tarte had a bad quality. It was just compared to everything else was out here, which is like, it was mediocre compared to that. So let's see what she looks like on the inside with the actual color, because I didn't even open this up before I like did this video, or when I got it in the mail. So here's what she looks like. I definitely feel like this could be a good alternative for her mom's palette, and I feel like there's more colors in here that work for me. I mean, they still have those 2 or 3 shades that aren't going to work for me, but I feel like as a whole, I feel like this one will work better for me, and I'm hoping I like the formula on it better. So I might do a battle of the, knowing me, I'll probably just try it out on my own time, and then, you know, you'll see it in the underrated versus overrated if I like the way it works out, and then if I don't, then, you know, you won't. That's just it. But I feel like the time has passed for this, but I still want to try it out. So everybody in the community was talking about how wonderful it was and how Tarte was trying to come back with that palette. So I was like, let's see if the comeback works, sis, because I don't know. I don't know. So I got a whole bunch of stuff to take home and a few things to film with. These lip glosses are gonna stay here. This lipstick needs to go home with me. Sorry, I'm trying to organize as I go. Y'all know the drill. And then the brush needs to go home with me. But I think I'm leaving these glosses here to try out in videos. So now let's get into our eyeshadow palettes, because we know there's a lot. I'm going to get into the couple of other things that I have from brands that aren't eyeshadows. So I need to move some of these eyeshadows around, because I have eyeshadow palettes on top of eyeshadow palettes, and then I have more eyeshadow palettes on top of eyeshadow palettes when I still need to show other products from the brand that aren't eyeshadow. So, oh yeah, I forgot. So I get this one random off eyeshadow palette. I know I ended up buying the Too Faced Born This Way Sunset Strip, but I remember Mel Thompson raving about the formula of the original one, and I wanted to compare it and see if the formula of this one was just as good as the original. I actually really like the formula on this just as much as the original. I've actually used it like 2 or 3 times when I got ready for work, just because I wasn't inspired to do colorful looks, and I had it sitting on my table to try out to see if I was going to do it, put in the 5 brands that dupe themselves, because y'all know this color story looks just as similar. It's like a deeper warm tone version of the original neutrally mauve one they came out with. So be prepared to see this in 5 brands that dupe themselves. It's actually going to go in the box over here with the rest of the 5 brands that dupe themselves stuff right now, just to make sure that it gets put where it needs to be. So I got a couple of things from Glam Light. I got this beach proof eyeliner. If you all remember, I don't like the one from the Scooby-Doo collection, but I figured I would give this one a try because it was like 40% off. Y'all, if y'all remember, their website was 40% off. If I'm getting it out, Jesus, there we go. So I was like, I want to try this out and see how it works. I think it's just a brush tip liner. It doesn't say what kind of liner it is, but I'm gonna go ahead and try it out. So I went ahead and got it. I kind of don't want to put it back in the component because it was a struggle to get out of there, but we'll put it back in there because it looks cute for now. And then I got like the Frosted Flakes lip kit. If y'all remember, I just got the lipstick one, but since I like the lip gloss from the Michaela collection, I figured I would go ahead and get the lip gloss kit. Now obviously we know I'm not gonna use the lip liner here. I don't ever use the lip liners that they give just because they don't necessarily work for my skin tone, but I feel like the gloss would be really nice. I'm wondering if it's really similar to some of the other glosses I have though. Let me pull this lip liner out here real quick and see. Yeah, see, this still isn't deep enough for some of my skin tone. If I was gonna put it all over my lips and just put a lip oil on top just so I could have some color on my lips, it'd be good for that. But I feel like it's even too light just for that, so I'm gonna just have to throw this in the giveaway. I got a whole bunch of just the random lip liners from these collections in my giveaway box just because I'm like, I can't do anything with them. And if someone else of a lighter skin tone could do something with them in the giveaway, then you know, I'd rather give them to you as opposed to me throwing them away or them just sitting rotting away when they could be going to use for someone else. So those are the 2 things I got from Glam Light. The other 2 things I got are in the giveaway for you all, so you'll see them a little bit later. Now let's get into the ColourPop box, because that's the one that has the most stuff in. We almost at the home stretch, girl, I swear. I got 3 ColourPop palettes and a couple of other palettes. I mean, a couple of other palettes from other brands, and then we will end with your giveaway. So I ended up getting the whole, what's it, Marielle collection, I believe that's how you say it. I ended up getting that, so let me start off with that, and then I'll take the other things out of here. So I got the palette. It's called Control Alt Glam. The color story of it actually looks really nice and looks like something I would like to use, so I was happy to get it. And the whole collection was on sale, like 57 bucks, so I was like, yes, I'm getting it all, because I couldn't pass up a deal like that. $57 for all this. Look at this color story. I mean, this is so a me color story. I feel like this girl is my spirit animal, because it's like, this is definitely some blue and purple. I'm here for it. And then she threw in a little neutral for the people who like to do neutral, but I'm mainly concerned about the blue and purple, so I'm excited to try this out. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to give y'all a whole video on it. We're not going to do that just because I waited too long. And ColourPop and put out 5 other things since I got this. But I will show you the rest of the collection, and I will do like do looks with it or whatever. Or I might do some get readies with me to add it into the rest of the stuff. I don't know. We'll see. Y'all don't really seem to like when I do get readies with me, so I try not to do them that often. But, you know, I'm going to use this stuff. Whether you see in the video or not, girl, I'm going to use these. So I have these 3 blushes from the collection. I was just thoroughly impressed with all the stuff she picked. I'm like, yes, whoever this girl is, she knows her stuff. Because all the stuff she picked, I like just about every single thing. Matter of fact, I think I literally do like every single thing in this collection. So shout out to her, girl. You did all that. So this one is called Virtual Reality. It's a pretty colored, nice blush. All the blushes feel like they look nice on my skin tone, but I think she's more of close to Karen's skin tone. So I feel like that's why she used deeper shades in her collection, because, you know, deeper shades are going to work better for her just like they're going to work better for me. So I was here for it. Next we got Digital Baddie. All of her blushes are matte blushes. I've heard people saying the matte blushes aren't as good as the shimmer brushes. I don't remember since it's been so long since I had one, child, but look at that color. Like, it's stunning. She did an excellent job with this collection. I am very impressed. I can't wait to try it out. I'm hoping the quality matches like all the aesthetic that she's giving with it, because all the aesthetic she's giving, I'm here for it. It's a vibe. I need it, girl. Give it all to me. Yes. And then the last one I have is Just Playing. I think this is the one Karen said she wanted. It was like a reddish orangey type blush. Oh yeah, I'm loving the tone of this one. It's definitely giving me the vibe of Night Blooming from Pat McGrath. So we're gonna have to compare this to Night Blooming from Pat McGrath and see like if it's giving the same coloring. Because if you can get the same coloring for like $8 from ColourPop, you know, gas is going back up because they had that gas leak. So I'm trying to help save the coins, girl. Now these liquid eyeliners, and what is this? I got a cream gel eyeliner. Did this come with the collection? Because I feel like I didn't pick this out. This must have came with the collection because I swear I didn't buy an orange eyeliner, but there's an orange eyeliner here, so I don't know. Okay, it's gonna live here though because I already have an orange eyeliner that I like to use. It's a little bit deeper, but this one can stay here just for that. But these 3 liquid liners I was excited about as well because I don't have a lot of colorful liquid eyeliners, and y'all know I like to do colorful liquid eyeliners in my crease every now and again, along with like, you know, dual chromes and stuff. So I was happy about that. So this is the pink one. Her packaging is pink, so you can't see, so I have to show the sticker at the bottom. But you see it's more of like the bright pink. I don't want to swatch them all yet because like I don't know when I'm going to be feeling in the mood to use them, and I don't want to mess them up. So it's more of like it looks like a brightish pastel-y type pink. And then the next one is Next Level. I think that one was Tech Girl, and this one's Next Level. I was about to say, I remember her having a blue one. So Tech Girl is the blue. Sorry, what is it? Next Level is the blue one. You can see the sticker on the bottom there. And then the last one is Utopia. And that one is blue. So you got a blue one, a purple one, and then a like bright, I guess, pastel-y type peachy pink color one. She gave these cute little rhinestones. So I've bought rhinestones from ColourPop in the past. I just haven't used them. I need to use them in some more looks, some more fun looks. And it's a So Glassy lip gloss and 3 liquid lipsticks. So let's see what So Glassy lip gloss we got. That's the shade Player number 1. It looks stunning. Like, I like these lip glosses a lot actually, and it has like lots of different shifting colors in it. So it looks like it has pink and blue and green reflective glitters in it. So I'm really liking that. Like I told y'all, I was just feeling this whole collection. So when the whole collection went $57, because at first I was like, I'll buy a couple things, but the whole collection being $57 and I liked everything in it anyway, I was like, it's too good to resist. So I got Digital Twin coming up next. As far as lipsticks go, and that looks stunning. Look at that. That's a classic nude all the girls are gonna want. It looks stunning. I'm like, yes. It kind of reminds me of 710 from Melt, or like Honey Waffles if it was a lipstick. That's the color that lipstick just gave me. Next we have Glamour Girl. When I saw it, that's what I instantly thought of. I thought of 710 from Melt and Honey Waffles that we just talked about. This is more of like the peachy-ish pink type lipstick, which I'm liking. It's cute. It kind of reminds me of some other ones in my collection. It's not like there are any unique crazy colors that she chose, but you know, like they're classic everyday colors everybody wears, so I can understand her playing it safe with the lipstick colors. Plus ColourPop has a really nice formula for their price point, so I liked that. This is the one I'll probably wear the least. It seems to be a more mauve shade, but it seems like it's more deeper berry than mauve when it comes to it, so I'm not necessarily crazy about this color. So this is the one I wear the least. But I mean, like, if this is the only thing I have to complain about in your whole collection, and I don't even know who you are, bravo sis, you did all that and it looks stunning. So I'm gonna take this box home with all this stuff. I did get Troublemaker and then I got Enchanted, so we'll look at those two in a second. I wanted to get the Enchanted lip gloss set, but they sold out of it on Ulta's website and they didn't bring it back. I had to get Troublemaker after they brought it back the second time. I need to go get a battery because I didn't talk that long, y'all. I done shot 3 other videos before I shot this, so that's what's taking so long with this, but I'll be right back. Okay, girl? Okay. Y'all, I have used half of my batteries just filming this video. Can you tell I have too much makeup? Because I have 4 batteries and we didn't use 2 of them. We're just trying to film this. Girl, it's crazy. Anyway, let's get into the Enchanted palette because I want to show the Troublemaker one last. That's what I was most excited about besides the Marielle. I believe that's how you say her name. I hope I got that right. But as y'all can see, it's just like, it's just a purple palette. You can tell by the outside packaging is purple palette, but y'all know I live for a purple palette. I am a purple palette connoisseur. So I feel like this is a good dupe for that what is it, the Sweet Nothings palette they had out a while ago, but they got rid of it, so it's okay to bring this one out now. But I still have mine because I'll be hoarding my ColourPop. That one's a little more cool tone. It doesn't have like the berry tones at the bottom, but it has a lot of like what's toward the top. So like the first two rows look really similar to that one, and then the bottom row just looks different from that one. So if you have that one, I mean, I'm sure it's too old to be using, but I'm definitely going to compare the both of them. But I plan on popping some of the shades out of that one and putting them in another ColourPop palette, because y'all know I just like shifting ColourPop palettes around. I'm already going to shift some of these around because I don't like this sequin shade right here. That's actually the only one in here I'm not really too keen on, so I don't have to do too much change to this one. And I already filmed my ColourPop collection video, even though I knew I had these coming, just because I was like, I didn't want to have to sit and wait to film that video and have 5 boxes of ColourPop palettes just sitting around the room. Like, I'm over exaggerating. It was only 1 box of ColourPop palettes, but still, like, to have a whole box full of just ColourPop palettes is a bit excessive. So I was thinking about doing a video decluttering from my ColourPop palettes. You all can let me know if you're interested or not. But you know, I think this one's gonna live here, but I need to use it, so I need to take it home first. So my troublemaker. This one I was so excited when I first saw it, but I was like, I'm gonna wait till they have a sale and I'm not gonna rush out to get it. And then it sold out and I was like, oh crap. But they've actually been good about restocking some things now. So I like the fact that this is unique from a lot of stuff that they normally do. And so my personal opinion is, with the color story, I mean, it just looks so cool to me. I was like, I have to have this palette. So when it came back for the 3rd time during the sale, I had to snatch it with the quickness. This is what she looks like. Absolutely stunning. It is so cool and unique. I'm happy that they did something unique for once, because I feel like a lot of stuff just looks the same. To me, this doesn't look like a lot of stuff that's in their collection. I wish they'd bring back a Good Sport or do a Good Sport 2.0, but I will definitely be doing a video with this one. I kind of want to put this in the video with the, what do you call it? With the Rim Beauty, but it's like, and then just use that iridescent shade that I swatched on my hand to start off with at the top. And then maybe use like the mint shade I just swatched on my hand in the inner corner. We can do something with the red one another time on Instagram. So I kind of want to do that. So I think I'm going to leave this here to do that. And then I'll be filming that like sometime next week. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so that's all the ColourPop I had to show. But girl, that's enough ColourPop. Like, you know, ColourPop be all year long taking everybody's coin. So, you know, let's get into some other indie brands. So I got a couple palettes from Nomad. I told y'all when the sale came I would most likely go ahead and get their newest palette, so I did. I got the Hudson Valley palette, and then I got the Cartagena palette. I had been looking at that one for a while, but I heard the quality on it wasn't as good as some of their other palettes, so I was kind of hesitant. But when the 35% off sale came, I was just like, I'll go ahead and get it. So I had actually done a battle with this video with this palette already, because can't you tell, it's definitely giving what is it, Zendo vibes, like fun version Zendo vibes, with this bright red here and these bright shimmers in the middle, because obviously I feel like the shimmers in here would be better than the shimmers in the Zendo palette, because that's what everybody complained about in the Zendo palette, the shimmers. I do like the fact though that the Zendo palette has blue shimmers in it, along with these grays and these more grungier tones. So that's the only thing I felt like was lacking in this one, and why I didn't rush out to get it, because I'm like, it's giving Zendo vibes, and I already have Zendo, so it's like I don't necessarily need this. But during the sale I was like, I'll go ahead and get it, because I know their quality's good, and I review the brand a lot, so I wanted to have it, you know, in my arsenal of reviewing. So I actually have to do the battle of this and the Zendo palette again, just because I forgot to take the picture that I look like a crazy person. So I'll try to do that the week Adriangameover's on vacation from school. So he's out of school from, I think he said December the 22nd until Christmas. So it's like those days I know I don't have to rush up and take somebody to school and pick somebody up from school, so I can get up and film my TikToks and maybe do like some Instagram looks around the time I would normally pick him up from school, and then just get ready. Then we'll see. I always try to cram some content in any free time I can, because you know, like I said, we're trying to make it to the 1,000. We close. I'm really trying to make it. So here's what the outside of the palette looks like, the Cartagena. This is what the inside looks like. Oh, this is when they're still using plastic sleeves. So as you can see, this is more of a warm tone, yellowish orange pink type vibe. Y'all know that's not really huge on what I am, but again, I do review this brand a lot, and I want to have it in my collection because it is a pretty palette, and I feel like it would be a good companion palette for the what is it, the Paradise Islands one, and the I forgot the name of the other one that I really like. But I feel like this would be a good companion palette for both of those, to add some extra pops of color in that I feel like might be lacking, or using airbrush shades for it. So that's why I went ahead and got it. Dion said she thought I would like it too. So if you're buying from Nomad Cosmetics, say it with me now. Everybody, use code Dion for all your Nomad purchases. That's the code we use in this household. We use code Dion for all our purchases. Now, Karen doesn't have a ColourPop code, although ColourPop sends her PR every once in a full moon. So it's like, when Karen gets one, you know we'll be using code Cage Makeup there as well. Or code Karen, because I think they just go by your name, not whatever your like username is. I don't know how that works though. The next brand I have to talk about is Ace Beauty, the one we started off with the envelope with. I had taken their palettes out just to put in the box because y'all seen the video on these two palettes right here already. So this is the Aura and the Envy, and then I end up getting the Ambiance palette. Again, I love to review this brand. I love the new formula they came out with. So they're black owned, woman owned brands. So I definitely had to like do my part and like shout out and purchase and do what I can. I actually used to have an affiliate code with Ace Beauty. I don't think I have it anymore. That's why you haven't really heard me talk about it. I still like the brand and I still buy the stuff obviously because I just bought 3 palettes, so it doesn't make a difference to me if I have one or not. But you know, here's what it looks like on the inside. I know my girl Karen does, so again, you can use KO Cage Makeup to buy this cute little palette. And all 3 of these cute little palettes I'm about to show you. Here's what it looks like. I really like this one. Again, I feel like this could be a good alternative for the Nomad, what is it, the Province palette, if you like more deeper grungier tones on that end, because I feel like that one's on the lighter spectrum of the end and this is like a deeper one. So this is like its deeper sister. I want to do a video with stuff like that now. Like you have color stories that are lighter and then you have the deeper version of the sister go with it. Let me put that in my notes in my phone when I get off this video with y'all. See, I be coming up with ideas and stuff all the time while I'm sitting here talking to y'all about other stuff. My mind is always working on the content, honey, because you know, to me it's something relaxing and fun to do when I don't have to go to work. So that's why I love making content. But I like this palette. It's just, it looks really similar to some other palettes. I gave y'all battles on both the palettes I said they were similar to from this same brand, mind you. So those will be coming to a channel near you soon. They might come before this one. They might come after, girl. I don't know. We're not going to start all that line. We're not going to start. And next I have the Envy palette. The Envy one is the one I was most excited about. But I like both color stories equally. But y'all know I just like blue, green, and purple. So the fact that this is blue and green mainly, I was here for it. But when I saw this, it made me think of the Oceanic one, and that one I just showed you, it made me think of the Palinopoly palette. So I did a video comparing both of those to both of those. I had some other palettes I thought looked similar to them. I asked you if you wanted reviews on them. Nobody said too much of anything, so I just stuck to the Ace Beauty one so you could pick which Ace Beauty palette you wanted and use code Cage Makeup when you bought it. Okay, girl? But yeah, I really love this one. I actually ended up loving the Aura palette more than I did this one after I actually did the eye looks though, because I feel like I have lots of palettes like this and I don't have that many purples that have wine colored shades along with the tones that they chose in this one. So to me, this was more of the unique one compared to the two, but you know, I still have shades from the brand with both shades already in it, but you know, it's okay. I'm fine with having all of these. I'll take all of them. Thank you. So now let's open the Ambiance. I actually did not open this one. I should have opened it up though, because if you all haven't noticed, I have bad luck with my Ace Beauty palettes breaking. I don't know what it is. My Tropical Vibes came broken, if y'all remember. I had brought my Palinopoly over here one time, and when I opened it up, then the pink shade and it had broken. I know one of you all says you don't have that issue, but I've been having that issue recently a little while with their palette. So I was just kind of like, This one actually kind of reminds me of the Flora palette that the Juvia's Place just came out with, but I hadn't opened it when I did that video because I've already filmed my video on that. Karen Harris and I actually bought it when it was $5, because I remember her writing in her community channel it was $5. I was like, say less, girl. I got it. And I actually took that home by accident instead of leaving it here to show to you all. But I didn't buy it during Black Friday. I bought it like after Black Friday and Cyber Monday, so I figured I didn't need to. But it's looking really similar to that. This seems like it's like the deeper version of that one though, because I feel like that one has lighter and deeper tones, whereas this one gives more earthier, deeper tones. I feel like I have other palettes in my collection that might look similar to this, so y'all know me. I'm gonna have to go and investigate and dig and search. Don't be surprised if you see this in the underrated versus overrated, and you know, my sad chick makeup, and maybe even a battle of love if I can convince y'all to watch the video with the palette. But I was drawn to this color story just because it screamed fall to me, so I think she did it. I feel like she always does an excellent job with her color stories. It was just originally I wasn't down with the formula, but now that I'm down with the formula, it's like, girl, give me all you got. Send them over here. We'll take them all. We're not gonna complain. We're just gonna take them all, and then you know, we'll have to worry about it. Now let's get into the last 3 brands I have to talk about. I only have 3 brands left, y'all, I swear. And then we're gonna get into your stuff, so just bear with me. So I have these 3 palettes from Menagerie. Now I did already redo my Killer Purr palette, because they're like Melt and ColourPop and Natasha, where you can pop out the shades and move them around to what you want. So you saw the original color story in the video, and you'll see the original color story in the actual video for the palette, which you should see before you see this video, hopefully. My computer's been taking forever to upload stuff lately though, so I don't know, girl. But This is what it looks like now. I took some of the colors out of the Feral palette because my Feral palette was like made funny, like it was all slatted. This part wasn't perfectly even on it, so I just took the shades I wanted out of there and put in here. And then this is how the palette looks now. So this is the bright yellow from the original Killer Purr. This shade I believe is from the original Killer Purr. This one is from the original Killer Purr, because some of the shifts and stuff it changed in it. I'm pretty sure the shade Main I took from a different palette. So I just switched it around, but you'll see the original palette when that video comes. I showed y'all a picture of the original palette when I told y'all I was gonna buy it in the why you don't need the Wizard of Oz and Kylie palette video. So you'll be fine, girl, because you already saw it. You already saw it. You're fine. Next I have the paws and the claws. So I am so grateful to Menage. They actually sent this to me in, I guess, PR, because I didn't order this in my order. I went and checked on my receipt after that video, because at first I was like, well, maybe I did just end up buying the bundle because, you know, I wanted to show my audience. No, I didn't buy this palette. They just gifted it to me. So shout out to them again for gifting me this palette. I am super grateful. So I'm gonna show you the one I bought first, with the paws. I mean, this is a classic color story for me. We know this is a classic color story for me, so that's why I was absolutely in love with it and had to have it in my collection. But it looks really similar to another palette that's already in my collection, so y'all already got the Battle of Love coming with this. Y'all got an underrated versus overrated video for it as well. So y'all know I'm trying to get all the content out of all the eyeshadow palettes I own in my collection, because I own way too many to put them on my eyes, so they at least need to be useful and informative for you. So that's why I've been coming up with all these series to be helpful to you. Now let's get into the one that I got gifted in PR. This is the Claws palette. This is what she looks like on the inside. And I was iffy about the color story of this, but I actually ended up really liking the look I did with this one more than I did with the Paws palette. So I'm so glad they gifted it, because I had no intention of getting this, but like when I put this palette on my eyes in the video, you all have already seen this video while I'm filming this video, and I just absolutely loved this look. I was so glad that they sent it, because it's like I was missing out, and I didn't realize I was missing out, because, you know, I just didn't know. But I do know, and I'm so glad now that I do have it. I'm putting these in the wrong box. These are holiday palettes. All the holiday palettes need to go in the box, so I need to rank all the holiday palettes. That's why I'm kind of annoyed that I still haven't got my stuff from Lethal, but it's like I know they're far away, so I'm trying to be mindful of that and not like be kind of bratty about it. But I'm like, girl, how much longer? Like, Christmas will be here in like 2 weeks. I need the palette to rank with the rest of them, because I want to have that video go up on Christmas Day, so you can watch me ranking all the Christmas palettes on Christmas Day. Anyway, let's get into the Sugar Drizzle stuff, because we only got Sugar Drizzle and Playing the Makeup by Yolando, and then I can get into all your stuff finally. So I got the Trick Roar Treat palette. One of my followers, I believe her name is Wannabe, she ended up getting this palette and did a review on it. So if you want to see a review on it, you can go check out her video. I think she just did eye swatches. Don't quote me. I'll be watching people's videos sometimes, and y'all know I'll be tired, so I end up falling asleep. So it wasn't that she was boring, it was just more of, you know, I work at night, and then, you know, when I get home, I'll be trying to watch people's content and support. But sometimes I just, you know, I'll be falling asleep. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But I know she has a video on this palette. I think she said this was the first palette she bought from the brand. So if you want to go check out somebody's video, you can definitely check out hers. But this is what it looks like. I think it's a cute little, you know, palette. I like the dual chromes in it. I like the fact that I feel like this brand always gives you a unique color story. I feel like it's rarely color stories from them that I see from someone else. Like, the only one I could pull from them that I saw from somebody else was like the monochromatic flamingo one, and then the what was it, the what's like another one that I'm putting in this video now, and then one more. But for the most part, I feel like they're really good about having unique color stories. Like, it's the Dragonfly one. That's what I was thinking of. I haven't seen anybody else do one that's similar to the Dragonfly. But next, I have the Matte Pressed Pigment palette. I had to get this because Karen was talking about how great the quality was, and we all know I am a purple palette connoisseur. I actually want to compare this to the Norvina one just to save y'all some coins, because it's like, this is from a indie brand, and you can use code what, everybody, we can use code Cage Maker for this one too. So you can use Karen's code when you buy this palette. I used Karen's code when I bought this, and the other two I'm going to show you because I have their holiday palette as well. It's actually what's on my eyes right now, the holiday palette from Sugar Drizzle, but we'll get there in a second. But I want to compare this to the Norvina one, because I feel like you can use a code. They usually have pretty decent sales, and if the quality on this is really good, there's no reason to be giving, you know, like them your coins. But I was supporting Putin. I ain't with it. So I definitely had to grab this and try it out. I just didn't rush to grab it, because since I didn't buy it when it first launched, I figured you all wouldn't care. But if you want to see me to compare this to that palette, I'll be more than happy to do it for you. I'm not really rocking with the brand, but since I already own it, it's like, and if it would be helpful to you to make your decision on which purple one you want to get, I'll make the sacrifice and do it, girl. So just let me know down below. The last one I have to have from them is the one I have on my eyes right now. This is their Hypernova palette. And the color story of this was just so beautiful to me, so I was like, I have to try it. I like the fact that they gave some neutrals, they still gave some fun pops of colors, and then they gave you this unique grungy shade to go with the dark brown that they put in here. Because a lot of times it's like, I don't want to put a dark brown with like really light matte. I don't like the way that looks necessarily. I mean, it turned out really nice now with the look I have on, but I like the fact that this is here for this weird, like, unique grungy shade, and you got some deeper shimmers to put with it, but you also have some lighter shimmers to go with the lighter mattes. The only thing I will say is I wish they had another like deep tone colorful matte to go with, instead of you being forced to use this brown. So that's the only thing I didn't like about this palette, but otherwise I think it was great. So if they had taken this shade out and just gave me a deeper colorful matte to go with the rest of the mattes in here, it'd have been chef's kiss perfect. But it was a really nice palette. I need to put it to the side to rank with the rest of my holiday palettes. So let's get into the last set of palettes we have to talk about. Girl, I feel like I've been sitting here for 45 minutes talking about, and I think it literally has been at least 30 minutes, because that's how much stuff I had. And think if the lethal stuff had came, I'd still be talking like 5 minutes after this. But I got a couple of palettes from Play and Makeup by Yolanda. So I know she has amazing sales on her brand a lot of the time, and since I film content with her stuff every once in a full moon, and you all don't really seem to be as receptive or excited about it when I do review it, that's why I kind of try to wait for her to have sales before I purchase stuff. But that doesn't mean I like the brand any less than any other brands I review. It's just a lot of times I try to gauge it based upon what you all like, and it's like I don't want to be out here just buying stuff and then I bought it for content and then y'all give me like 12 views, and you know, I didn't spend time that I could have spent on something that I know you would have cared more about. So it has nothing to do with disrespect with the brand, or me not liking the brand and thinking they're not worth the regular price. It's just realistically, if I know you're not gonna watch it, sis, I'm not finna be putting in this time and effort that I could put for something else I know you'll watch. I know I've said this about the brand in the past, but it's like I don't know who watches what, and I don't want you rolling up like, oh, so you showing like she a black on brand, but you think you should wait for her to go on sale, but you pay these other people full price. We not gonna do it. We not gonna do it. Not today. Anyway, so I bought these during her Black Friday sale. It was 50% off, and then she had a Cyber Monday sale, which was 60% off. So I had been looking at this Vigorously palette right here. As soon as I saw her sneak it, I was like, yes, I need this. Yes, give it to me. Yes, I want it. Yes. So needless to say, when the 50% off sale came, I jumped to get it. Doesn't this remind you of a palette? Because I feel like this reminds me of the black girl friendly version of the Ice Cream Dream palette, because that didn't give me what I wanted it to give me, and I feel like since a black woman made this, it will give me what I wanted to give me when it comes to pastels. So I'm definitely here for it. It's definitely a vibe. I actually did a video comparing it to the Ice Cream Dream that you'll see. I don't know if you'll see it before this, but you'll see it, and then you'll see my thoughts on the palette. So I'm not going to talk too much about the palette. I'm just going to say I love the color story, and as soon as I saw it, I knew I needed to add it to my collection of Play and Makeup by Yolanda. I really love her Jamrock series, and I love like the color combination she comes up with her palettes. I think she does a beautiful job with that. So I had to add it to my collection. Now this one I was iffy about, but I was like, during the sale is the best time to pick it up, even if I am iffy. So I went ahead and got it. This is Refresh Jamrock palette. And as soon as I saw it, it gave me vibes of that new Norvina palette that came out this year. I think it's number 6. With the pressed glitters and stuff. And what I like about this is, first of all, there are no pressed glitters. The only downside is there are no shimmers in here either, but you gotta think I think she has all shimmer palettes. I'm not sure, and even if she doesn't, it's like you can use your single shadow collection as far as shimmers go to pair with this and get a wonderful look, because that one has, I think, 2 or 3 pressed glitters and 1 actual shimmer in it. So it's like I'd rather have this one with all mattes and then pull out my shimmer collection that I already have and use that. So I am happy to have this in my collection. I have not tried it yet, but knowing her quality, I feel like it's going to be excellent quality. So I took the risk and went ahead and bought it. So those are all the things I bought for Black Friday, girl. Now let me go ahead and get y'all box, because honey, it has a good amount of stuff in it. I'm going to put my little Christmas palettes to the side and then go grab this box. Oh, do you see this? It's huge. So I have quite a few fun things in here for you, girl. Let's get into it. So I actually got perfumes and other stuff. I usually just do like simple eyeshadow stuff, but now, girl, out there has just being extra. I got y'all this, beach waver right here. So I was excited when my girl Beauty Deals BFF 2, or Amy, on Instagram. I think she's back to Beauty Deals BFF now, because for a while she had Beauty Deals BFF 2 because they had messed up Beauty Deals BFF and she had to change or whatever. She has another backup account on top of that, because they're always trying to like dock her and disrespect her and all that while she out here trying to help us save coins. I'm with her. I'm trying to help y'all save coins too. That's why I tell you whenever she talks about stuff. But These are the, I had bought some Glam Light stuff I wanted to show y'all. I've really been into Glam Light this year, so I wanted to pass on some of my favorite things. And one of the things you're probably going to be shocked about, because I was talking crap about how I didn't want it and I didn't want to know. But I got the Hershey sponge. I just thought this was so cute, and I wanted you all to try it out. I actually have the Strawberry Shortcake collection coming, because at first I was like, I'm going to keep this for myself. But then I was like, no, I got the sponge coming from the Strawberry Shortcake, and I got plenty of other sponges sitting around, so I don't need it. But I just thought this would be a cute little novelty thing to put in there, and plus we all need a makeup sponge girl. Okay, so there's that. Then I got y'all the Frosted Flakes palette. I know, right? Me talking all this crap about I don't like oranges and I wasn't gonna get this and I liked it and then I bought it for you. But hey, you know, like, you know, I have the right to change my mind. And it wasn't so much that I didn't want to buy it. I just didn't want to buy it at a regular price. I hate to say, because I knew it had oranges in it. But once ColourPop dropped theirs and then this was on sale, I was like, okay, now I gotta get both and compare them. So here we are. And y'all seen the palette, so I don't want to open up your packaging and, you know, mess it up. And then I got y'all another one of my favorite ones. I talked about how inclusive I thought she was with this packaging and how wonderful it is. So I feel like you should know this is the Glam Light X Barbie collection called Dream Summer Palette. I really like blues and purples. And it has a cute little pink moment in there too, so I definitely had to grab that for y'all. Y'all know me, so this is a palette heavy collection. But I actually got you this perfume set as well. So it has Black Opium and then, what is it? Mon Paris. I like Black Opium better than Mon Paris, but it had both of them in there. And I've been talking about perfumes a lot recently, so I wanted to include some perfumes as well. So I like YSL perfumes. Like I said, I started off using like Black Opium and like Flower Bomb from Victor and Rolf. So I wanted to get you all one of my classic scents as opposed to one of my newer scents, so that's why I went with that particular set. I ended up getting the Jaclyn Hill, what is this, Rouge Romance palette. I got the deeper pinky mauvier one, so that's what it looks like on the inside. I should have brought mine in here to show you, but this is it. I only got a couple more things. I did end up getting y'all the Retro Glam palette. If y'all remember, I told you I ended up buying it at her website, and then I ended up buying it later. So I just decided to go and throw it in this giveaway for you all, just in case you didn't get a chance to get your hands on Mel's bundle. I know it's sold out. That's another reason I wanted to keep this, because I figured it would, and if they didn't restock in time and you still wanted to have these colors in your collection, you could at least have this one, because some of the cream was through outside. They don't get as dark as I was hoping they would, but they were darker than I expected them to be. So I was like, you know, we just gonna go ahead and, you know, drop it in the giveaway. I only got like what, a couple more things, but you know, I tried to do a variety of things this time as opposed to just, you know, a couple of things. I did still end up doing a whole bunch of eyeshadow palettes because y'all know that's just my love. So I got the Garden of Juvia's. I have been sneaking and telling y'all hints on things I got. I told y'all about this one, and I told y'all about the Culture palette. Spoiler alert, the Culture palette will be my best of 2022 eyeshadow palettes. I love this palette. This is probably one of my most used Juvia's Place palettes in my collection, because I love it that much. Like, the color story in here is just insane and wonderful. I got y'all the Made by Mitchell Feet on the Ground palette. This is my favorite Made by Mitchell palette out of all the ones he's come out with. This is more of like that grungy color story. If you all have seen my videos and you know what it looks like, I don't want to keep opening up all the stuff, girl. The last thing I have is this bag just full of goodies. It's just a whole bunch of lip products in here, and I thought the bag was so cute. It said beware of the plastics. I was like, yes, I need it. But really, you need it, because I have too many makeup bags as it is. Like, let me spread the love onto that. Matter of fact, that lip liner I was just talking about is going to be in this box as well. So let me open it up and take it out. So I just took all the lip liners from all the Glam Light collections that I have and threw them in this makeup bag for someone to be able to use. And then I told you all I was going to put the a couple of lip products from the My Dream collection from Natasha Denoni in here. So the lip gloss in Natasha's in here, and then the lip liner in Natasha's in here. So the lip products are a little bit on the lighter end. Sorry about that. I did get some Juvia's Place lipsticks though. Like, my favorite Juvia's Place lipsticks are in this package as well. So you don't have to worry about all the lipsticks being too light for you. During like a sale that Juvia's Place had on lip products, I made sure I stocked up on some. So even if the lip liner don't necessarily work for you, sis, I got plenty of Juvia's Place lipsticks. So I got my favorite shade. So this is Nubian Nude, the lip gloss. Then I got Nubian Sand, the lipstick. I got In Vogue. You've seen all these lipsticks in my collection. These are like my favorites from Juvia's Place. I got them all of one because y'all know this is one of my all-time favorites, and I like to use the Gloss Sis on top. So I made sure I got you this Gloss Sis that goes on top of the lipstick. And then I got Muted. That's my favorite nude lipstick from them. That's on the more cool toned side. I got a couple of lip glosses from the Star Wars collection. I forgot I ended up throwing away the box for this. I didn't actually use it though, so you don't have to worry about being used. I just don't remember what I did with the box. And I think this was the more purple one. I'm pretty sure this is the purple one that came in that collection. So there's those. And then I got y'all one of these Hangover Pillow Balms. It's the shade Mango Kiss. This is one of my favorite night lip products. So I tried to get a good variety of things in order for you to be able to, you know, have a nice little giveaway here. So y'all know the drill when it comes to my giveaways. You need to be subscribed to this YouTube channel and subscribe to my Instagram. I will post a picture of this stuff when this video goes live, and then you write done on the picture on Instagram and let me know that you're subscribed to my YouTube channel and subscribe to my Instagram. And then the giveaway will end 2 weeks from whenever this video goes up. So I'm finally done. I showed you all your stuff. I hope you like all the stuff I picked out. I tried to do something different as opposed to me and eyeshadow palettes. But being me, there's still a lot of eyeshadow palettes here in my personal opinion. So you get a good variety of some other things too, though, like a lot of lip products. I tried to be a little more lip product heavy than I normally am because I feel like I'm pretty light on that. I tried to give y'all some perfume too. So I tried to do some new different stuff. I hope y'all enjoy it. I hope you like it. And I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Remember, it ends 2 weeks from today, and you can make sure you're subscribed to this YouTube channel and subscribe to my Instagram. Catch you in the next one, guys. Be blessed, girl. Bye.